I'm trying to get it right so you guys can see me in the camera. Alright? So don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. Ouch. Ow. Ugh. Ouch. Oh my goodness gracious. Hey y'all, it's Rich. How you doing today? I am doing fantastical. But alright, make sure there's no bees in this mother lover. I know you're gonna hear the baked potato in the background. He's vicious, do you hear him? He's a vicious doggy. He's a vicious one. He protects that window like it belongs to him. But anyways, you guys, I brought you here today to tell you that I cannot get the boot off this tire with a pair of pliers. No. We are talking about John Doe. My build-off tractor. Oh, that's greasy. For ATLTF 2026 machine build-off. I had plans of putting a new transaxle in here from Pinky, and the motor from Pinky, doing some body work, lowering the seat, making it this, making it that, putting guards on it, removing this, doing all this work to it, pulley swapping, and it's all a lot of money. And I was going to use Pinky for a motor and trans, but unfortunately I lack the knowledge, and when things don't go right I get confused and angry, and I want to just stop doing what I'm doing. Sir, there it is. So you know what I'm saying? I get frustrated. Very frustrated. And it makes me not want to work on them. And there's a lot of work that needs done to this. Like, there's a lot more rust than I thought. Well, I figured it was going to be rusty because it sat under a tree for so long. But I got underneath it, and it's not rusty because everything leaks. Everything leaks on this. Leaks oil. So I've decided that I'm pulling John Doe out of the build-off. Now I know that ooh, big surprise. Rich is pulling another tractor out of the build-off. The last one was because the city took it. I had to get rid of it because it didn't run. Do I have that problem with the city this year? Not yet, but I will. Which John Doe needs to go in the back, out of driving by and seeing. And John Doe ain't going to do that on his own power anytime soon. So what I'm doing is, like I said, I'm pulling John Doe out and I'm taking him to the boneyard in the back, where he'll sit. I'm still going to build this just slowly on my own. I'll make a video of it here or there. But my last video I posted stating that I was going to use Pinky as a parts machine. And I got a response to that video from Mighty Rays, who is also, I think he is the boss or one of the administrators at the ATLTF website that is holding the build off. And here's what his comment was. Just to throw it out there, since Pinky is becoming parts for John Doe, since the motor, the trans, and the steering is all good on Pinky. This is a 2000-ish, late 90s Craftsman 2. It has the bad Craftsman steering. Pinky is the better generation with the steering. Why not move the wanted parts, which is everything I was going to do to this, to Pinky instead? They should mostly be interchangeable, and that would be acceptable for the build-off. But he could see me wanting to keep Pinky for later upgrades, as I mentioned. Just throwing ideas out there. Now, here's something funny about that. Yesterday, I woke up and I looked at my wife and I said, "Wife," because if you're married and you don't discuss everything, even the stuff that goes on in your head with your wife, then you should. Just saying. I actually want to take this off. Because I'm not putting another tire on there. Yeah, I am. So we'll just set it there for now. And my mom died a decade ago. Roundabout. I don't know. Feels like a decade ago. And every morning when she was alive, I would get coffee. And every morning when I got coffee, I would talk to my mom. We'd have this little conversation, and that'd be that. Well, since she passed, I didn't stop drinking coffee. I changed the way I drink my coffee since then, but every morning I still go to the same coffee pot in the same kitchen, and I look at my mother's door, who is now my sister's door, and I have a little conversation with my mother every morning. Sometimes it makes me sad, sometimes it makes me smile, sometimes it makes me giggle. You know what I mean? Sometimes it puts me in a good mood, sometimes it just leaves me in the same horrible mood. But that's just the way it goes. And riding Pinky, I'll be honest with you, I really enjoy it, but I get sad because it reminds me of my granddaughter. My granddaughter is not passed. She's not dead. She just lives in another city, and for whatever reason it may be, I'm not her friend anymore. So it hurt to ride Pinky. It hurt to look at Pinky. But I still had fun. But what I've decided is, I didn't stop drinking coffee because it upset me every time I'd look at my mom's door. You know what I mean? So why do I stop riding Pinky and tear it apart because it makes me sad? Because I look at my granddaughter's videos of her riding Pinky and it makes me sad, but then again, at the same time, makes me smile, makes me laugh. So I'm just going to build Pinky Pinky ain't going to look the same. She's going to go through everything I was going to do to this, I'm doing to that. Everything. So, and as far as the upgrades that I wanted to do, I could still do them. Just doesn't have to be right now. You know what I mean? I could still put a twin cylinder engine in Pinky. You know what I mean? Or maybe I turn John Doe into that street beast. We'll see. We don't know what the future holds. Well, what I do know is I don't know what I'm doing as far as lawnmowers go. I say I'm an idiot, and I'm not really an idiot because I'm getting out here and I'm trying regardless of whether I feel like I'm going to fail. But there's so many things that I haven't known what I'm doing but haven't failed at. Like putting a carburetor on a lawnmower, putting a gas pedal on a lawnmower, putting a starter on a lawnmower. I did it all for the first time, but I've taken 3 carburetors off so far and installed 2. I'm about to take the carburetor off the Pinky and put the brand new one I just installed on the yard thing, the Yard Dog, and putting it on here because I only have 1 set of tires to go between 2 mowers. Both of them run. The Yard Dog, I got to figure out sensors and stuff, but both of them run. So I am officially entering Pinky as my build-off tractor. Taking John Doe off the table for right now, maybe next year when I get parts built up. Because I could slowly do things to Pinky in a progress and show people that ain't never done it before, you know what I mean? Hey, if you do this, it adds this. How fast is Pinky gonna go? I don't know. I'm building it to have fun in my yard. If it doesn't quite meet all the qualifications, then I'll be disqualified. But I know that I am just pretty much putting it together to have fun with. And eventually my granddaughter will come over again and she can jump on it and ride it. It won't be in pieces because it makes me feel bad. So Pinky's the machine. Not changing the name. It's going to have pink on it somewhere. But it's not going to look the same. It's not going to run the same. It's not going to do the same stuff. All right. Now, I got to say this at the end of this video because if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to work on lawnmowers. Neither do I. But guess what? I'm going to learn. I'm going to do it. And if there's stuff that I don't know how to do, I'm just not going to do it. You know what I mean? Until, like, welding the transaxle. Yes, I should do that. Am I going to do that? No, because my welder will not do that. I have a little buzz box. It's not going to weld the diff to make it where it's going to last. So that's off the table. But I am going to pulley swap it. I'm unsure which pulley's going to get swapped, and I'm going to holy moly both of them regardless. I think I'm going to swap the engine pulley simply because it gets rid of that double pulley. You know what I'm saying? Because I've already had that when I was playing around in the backyard in the rocks. I've already had it contact into the rocks. So I think I'm just going to go with an engine pulley. I have like a 5-inch. Nothing great, nothing going 800 miles an hour, but also something that's not going to interfere with the clutch. Because I don't have that know-how to do that. Then again, I might put a gas pedal on it and think, hey, this is perfectly fast enough for what I'm building. I don't know, because I haven't put a gas pedal on it. That's coming on a day that I haven't done my shed yet, because I have so much to do before I get that far that I don't have anywhere that protects me from the rain to work on stuff. So unless someone in this area wants to hook me up with a garage I can use. But pretty much we're just, I don't know, playing a don't get caught in the rain game, if you know what I'm saying. I think that's about all. There's gonna be what I was gonna do to this, I'm gonna do to that, and it's gonna be a fun yard toy. Not building anything extreme. I'm just building something to have some fun in my yard. Because as I've said before, like where we're sitting at right now, we're sitting in the future mud puddle. I'm taking down all my fence and I'm putting a track in my yard. An obstacle course. I'm gonna have some fun. Gonna make all new memories. And I don't know how to do any of it. But guess what? I'm gonna learn. I don't know how to modify a lawnmower. I'm gonna modify a lawnmower. I don't know how to ride a lawnmower over rocks and through mud like that. I'm gonna learn. It's all about learning. It's all about getting out there and doing it. It's about putting away that fear and that anxiety and all of that and just going out there and doing it. Because if you don't go out there and do it, it's never going to get done. You could pay someone to do it, but then you're not learning anything. All right? I've wasted enough of y'all's time. Hopefully you can see my head this time. I don't know. I won't know till I download it. But just go out there and do something to have fun, guys. Get out of your head and do something. All right? Shut up, bird. Y'all have a great day and God bless. And always remember, God loves you, and so do I. Bye. Ouch, ouch, ow, 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 ow.